Hello, everybody. This is Gerald Salenti, and it's Tuesday, October 18th, 2022. And your new Trends Journal's out, and another home run cover by the great artist, Anthony Frida. Another Frida special. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. Yep. It's not the White House, it's a nut house. And there he is. The nut in charge, one nut after another. But man, it's so obvious now. I mean, it's a freak show right in front of our eyes. Look at the freaks. Look at the freaks. You like Pelosi? No, I like little Chucky Schumer. No, Mitch McConnell's the clown for me. I like Lindsey No Balls Graham, who loves war. Yep. It is a nut house. Washington, D.C. is an insane asylum, and little fucking freaks in the asylum are running the show. Yep. The markets today keep going up, even though the inflation number is real high, 8.2%, only 8.2% with a bullshit 3.25, 3.5 inflation interest rate. And when you borrow money from the International Monetary Fund, Mafia Federation, you got to raise your interest rates 1% over inflation. So it's just bullshit. So the markets went up today. And you know who one of the big winners was? What blew me away? Defense giant Lockheed Martin delivered quarterly results. It's back on track. Is sending the company's shares up as much as 5%. Yep. As much as 5%, as we, the plantation workers of Slavelandia, they steal our money, sent over almost $70 billion to Ukraine to keep bloodying the killing fields. You see where this is going? And then you read your new Trends Journal, and you see all the insider trading going on last week, this week, and keeps going on. The clown heads in Washington know all the deals going on, and they're the ones playing the markets. Yeah. Again, we warned about this, and now it's front page news in the Wall Street Journal. And more good news. All good news, all you Americans that are bringing freedom and democracy. Why don't you mind your own fucking business and fix the rotting country? No, it's for the military-industrial complex. Remember, Lloyd Austin, our defense contractor, where did he come from? Oh, sat on the board of directors of Raytheon. Yeah, right behind Lockheed Martin Marietta, the number one, they're number two. Yep. So, $10 billion, the Senate, the fucking insane asylum, little fucking pricks, and I couldn't say the other word, stealing our money to bring it to Taiwan so they could fight the Chinese. Isn't this brilliant? Isn't it fucking brilliant? Oh, Taiwan, huh? Yeah, ranked as Asia's ranked first in Asia and fifth globally in terms of net financial assets per capita, according to Alliance Global Wealth Report in 2022. What the fuck are we sending them $10 billion for? Shut up, Salenti. Stop raising your voice. And by the way, all you fucking dickheads, that is not foul language when you call a murderous prick a murderous prick. Oh, be kind. They're only killing people like Obama. Folks, we're going to get rid of that guy, Saddam Hussein. No, that was Bush. Obama was going to get rid of Muammar Gaddafi to bring freedom and democracy to Libya and destroy the fucking place. Could you see what's going on over here? The markets are totally fucking rigged. That they keep going up is a joke, and that gold keeps going down is a worse joke. Oh, and by the way, how long have I been saying World War III's begun? Take a look at your cover of February 22nd, 2 days before Russia invaded Ukraine. Oh, from COVID war to Ukraine war to World War. Talk of peace forbidden. Yep, again, occupy peace. But don't worry about it, because now it's almost becoming official, because breaking story, Elon Musk says World War III could be on the horizon. Oh, if Elon Musk says it, I don't know dick about making a Tesla car. Don't tell me about trends. I've been at this for 42 years. Best-selling book, Trends 2000. Trend tracking, far better than Megatrends. The Trends Journal, going on now 40. So we began the Trends Research Institute in 42 years. We started publishing the Trends Journal in 1991. Don't tell me about trends. If you have a trend forecasting track record, show me all of them, then we can start talking. But when Musk says it, it's real. When we forecast it, oh, who cares? Again, and all the bullshit, by the way, oh, those drones, those Iranian drones. Yeah, Iranian drones are hitting in Ukraine. Iranian drones, how about all the weapons NATO and America sent? Hey, who blew up the Crimean Bridge? Oh, that doesn't count. But the Iranians, they're sending drones. What bullshit. What bullshit. Oh, and by the way, they're saying a third of Ukraine's power is gone. Yep, a third. The Russians were blowing it out. Again, they said from the beginning they didn't want to have an aggressive war. They could have blown the place apart. But when they blew up the Crimea Bridge, as we say in the Bronx, payback's a bitch. We're totally opposed to the war. We totally understand why it happened. We wrote about it in the Trends Journal. We showed you the cover on and on in 2014, how the United States overthrew the democratically elected government of Viktor Yanukovych in Ukraine, how the Ukrainians violated the Minsk Agreement, how when the breakup of the Soviet Union, they promised NATO wouldn't move 1 inch further. There were 16 countries and now there were 30. I could keep going on. But it's all in your Trends Journal and more. And by the way, we've got trends on the economic front. This is really big that's going on. You know, core inflation hit a 40-year high. That's barely reported, and the implications of it are devastating. You're seeing it more and more. And by the way, if you follow the news, then you're really stupid, because just 7% of Americans, quote, have a great deal of trust and confidence in the media. That's a new Gallup poll. 28% of U.S. adults say they do not have very much confidence, and 38% have none at all in newspapers, TV, and radio. Notably, this is the first time that the percentage of Americans with no trust at all in the media is higher than the percentage with a great deal or fair amount combined. So you really got to be stupid to listen to the shit that they shovel down your throat. And the shitheads that swallow the shit that they shove down your throat hate you when you won't swallow the shit that they swallow. They're shitheads. Shithead news and shitheads. Again, look at the cover of this week's Trends Journal. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. It's a nut house. They're taking us to war, and people, hey, how about those Yankees? You know, they're really pulling it off, huh? Yeah, that's what they know about. Anyway, the magazine, Trends in the Economic Update, retail sales, are they up or are they down? You know what the bullshit is? They say they're up, but when you put inflation in, they're down. And the real inflation numbers, go to shadowstats.com. It's double the number that they're telling you. It's 8.2%. No, it's over 16%. And again, the top trend that we have is dragflation. Oh, you can't say drag, can't say drag. How about genderflation, all right? Let's really be fucking stupid. So dragflation, we've sent out tens of thousands of press releases on this, and the mainstream media refuses to follow it. Instead, they're calling it stagflation. No, it's not stagnant. It's dragging down, and inflation's going up. When will inflation end? We have it in the Trends Journal. It's going to go down. And by the way, as we keep saying, we're forecasting they may not raise interest rates 75 basis points when they meet just 7 days before or 6 days before the midterm elections. The Federal Reserve finishes their meeting on November 2nd. On November 8th is the midterm elections. We believe they're going to do everything they can to pump the economy up falsely by not raising interest rates a lot, so they juice the equity markets, so it looks like there's a recovery. Again, it's the economy, stupid. And by the way, the new polls are showing that's the number one issue. And again, no news to Trends Journal subscribers. Airline travel, ignore inflation, higher ticket prices. Yep. And what's going on? Is it going to bounce back? Another Fed bankster caught violating financial disclosure rules. What a surprise, huh? All new Trends Journal and trends on the global economic front. Look what's going on over there in France. People are taking to the streets in protest of the lack of basic living standards. No big demonstrations in America. Nope. Oh, by the way, we got an article in here about what's going on in the Army. You're in the Army now. You're not behind the plow. You'll never get rich by digging a ditch. You're in the Army now. Yep. That was a song I remember as a kid. And in the Trends I View here, we're looking at Too Fat to Fight. U.S. Army to cancel weight limits for troops as recruitment numbers plunge. Too fat to fight. You could all be, again, look at the shit that people eat. When you had the COVID war, not one word about building up your immune system. Not one word about eating healthy. Nothing. So America's going to, you know, it's going to be World War III. Is going to be a nuclear war. Not going to fight. Again, trends on the high-tech front by Ben Davis. Great trends that you need to know about in cryptos and technocracy by Joe Duran. His trends in technocracy are really important. And we have a special guest article by Dr. Joseph Mercola and Trends in the Markets by Gregory Mannarino. Very important. Expect a new debt expansion cycle to begin. Why is this so important? Interest rates are going up. The debt level that they have now, $31 trillion, you got to pay more money to pay off that debt. You go to emerging markets, they borrow the money in dollars. Their currency is going down. The dollar keeps going up because all the other currencies are going down. So they have to pay even more money. That brings you to another trend, the New World Disorder. I just mentioned what's happening in France. It's going to be happening, and it is happening around the world. More and more people are going to be taking to the streets because of lack of basic living standards. Government corruption, crime, violence. You haven't seen anything yet. And again, what's going on in Italy with the new elections and the new people they're bringing in, what's going on all over the world, we're covering it and giving you an overview to help you prepare, prevail, and prosper in these very difficult times ahead. A whole special Ukraine war report. Not a proxy war. West in full-out war with Russia. Yep. They're saying it now. We said it how long ago? When the United States and NATO started sending armaments. And again, when you go back to the economic section and you look where oil and gas prices are going on in Europe, you're going to start seeing more and more protests as the winter sets in. Oh, and then what's going on in China? That's in your Trends Journal too. We're giving you everything we can for not a lot of money, about $2 and a couple of cents a week. And we're giving you everything you need that you're not getting anywhere else. New England will likely see punishing natural gas prices this winter. Yep. Netherlands grab set to rock food supply and destroy land rights. Netherlands land grab. Isn't that great? We're covering everything we can around the world to keep you informed. Again, if you're watching the mainstream news, you're out of it. We're giving you history before it happens. And remember, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Salenti and the Judge Napolitano. A lot is going on, a lot. And we're covering it tomorrow with the judge. Very important. Stay tuned. It's going to be a very, very special podcast. And thank you for tuning in. And remember, subscribe to the Trends Journal. There's no other magazine in the world like it. All you have to do is go to trendsjournal.com, to read history before it happens. Thank you. From COVID war to Ukraine war to world war. Are you prepared for what's next? These are unprecedented times. What's next? What's going to happen? Read the Trends Journal. We have an unsurpassed track record of forecasting history before it happens. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happens. From the world leader in trend forecasting.